In this video, we're going to show you how to manage your products in Shopify. For beginners, this is extremely simple. All you have to do is navigate to your product section on the menu. You will find this on the left-hand side. Simply have to click on products, and you can view them by all, active, draft, and archive. If you wanted to create a product, you can simply click on add product and start the process. Shopify makes it extremely simple. So all you have to do is type in your product name, give your product a paragraph, for example, the best product in the market, and then if you wanted to have some bullet points, you can design this using Shopify's built-in design elements. You can align the text, you can bold the text, underline, for basic editing, add an image, video, insert tables if you needed to, and, for example, the most common, adding bullets or adding numbers or indenting or reducing the size. This is very simple. So for example, the product has all the great features, and then if you wanted to do, for example, list some of the features like best screen size, or for course creators, you can do the benefits like outcome you deserve, and things like that. Shopify makes it extremely simple. Here is where you would add your media, if you had any, right? You can add your pricing, so, $99, and the compared to price, which is the slash price that you'll see on site. So here, let's say if you had it for sale, you would be like $149, and then if you wanted to include taxes. If you wanted to track other additional things like your cost per item, so let's say your $99 product actually cost you $29, you can see the profit margins, and this is just a small calculator that Shopify has built into the system. If you do have inventory in a warehouse, you can select the warehouse. So for this account, we have a warehouse, one warehouse in the following address. This is where you will type in your SKU, so it would be like item 01, and then your UPC code. This is obviously, you can find this when you created this item number, whatever UPC that you had assigned for this number. You can track the quantities. This will be for inventory. And if, let's say, you had an item that you can continue selling when out of stock, you would click this section here. You would give the inventory in your warehouse. So, for example, if you had like 10 on hand, you will enter the inventory here. If it's a physical product, you will have to enter the weight. So, for example, if it's 1 pound, and any other custom information that you needed if you're creating labels with Shopify system. And then if let's say this product had any options, you will click this to set the options, for example, size, color, material, and style, and any other additional stuff that you needed to add in your store for this product. Here it will give you a quick snippet of what it would look like on your search listing. So if you wanted to edit this, you can just simply click edit and add the information that you feel is best. Right now, there is some things that we want to add in our store. For example, for this store, we would add the brand. But if you navigate additionally, you have other functions that you can do. So if, let's say, you wanted to make the product active or draft, if you weren't ready to actually start shipping this item and you were just drafting the product, you can put it as draft and it won't go live on the front side. can select the channels that you have connected with your Shopify store and basically enable them for the product feed. So, for example, this would be our online store, our Google, our Walmart marketplace. If you have Facebook or Instagram connected, your Microsoft channel, eBay, your point of sale, or the shop store. This is extremely simple to do by simply just clicking and enabling it once you go live. You can add the product categories if you have already set some up. You can simply add them here. Whatever product types, so if for this one, because this store actually does automotive diagnostic equipment, you would just add which one that pertains to you. If you had a vendor, a particular vendor, you would add this information here. If it belongs to a collection, you can build the collections on the Shopify store and assign that product to that collection. If you wanted to tag the product for whatever reason, so let's say, for example, this product, we wanted to tag it with, let's say if it was a furniture product with chair, you would add that to the product in order for you to use that tag and assign it in other categories or other sections of your store based on this tag. If you did have a template for a product, which this is offered in our online course, the Shopify Master Course, you can find this in kudosuniversity.com. We go ahead and teach you all the other stuff that, more in-depth stuff that you will need to know for these other sections on site. But when you're just barely starting out, this is it. You would just have to fill this out and get it down to the basics. Once you have a product pretty much into the basics, your product will go live and you have more success. A lot of the store owners that we deal with, the first thing we tell them is just go live. Even if the images suck, you will still want to add them. The best part is launching the product with all the ideal information and all the ideal images, but in my experience, even launching with a non-ideal image usually gets more traction. And when you have those images or other additional content, you can come back and edit or add the additional content that you need to add. But for beginners, it is always best to launch, get some traction, get some customer feedback, and sometimes customers give you what you should put in the description and in the other additional stuff to what the customer wants to see. You can add that then. So for beginners, it's always best to just fill out the best information, and if you need to come back, save it as a draft, but your goal is to always keep it active. Again, if you like this video, click the notification button. You also want to go to kudosuniversity.com, and if you wanted to take a course that will explain everything in more in depth, you can visit kudosuniversity.com and take our Shopify Master Course, which will go over all the additional menus here and more in depth on each additional piece, so you can understand how to manage Shopify much better and have more success with Shopify in your online store. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.